What's up, guys? What's up, guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to be ranking every single killer in DBD. So I'm not very good at doing some of this stuff, but we also have survivors here, but we're going to start off. And we're just going to do killers for this episode, so ignore all the survivors here. Okay, starting off with Trapper. Now, Trapper is the first killer in the game that most people play. He's not very good. I will say Trapper is a pretty meh type killer because he's not very good in most situations, but if you're doing like a basement build for him, I believe he could be very high on the list. I am going to go straight up, he's a C tier for me. Okay, next up on the list we have Wraith. Now, Wraith, his ability is basically to where he has this bell, and he rings it twice, and he can go invisible, and then the thing is he has a launch. I feel like he can teach you so much about DBD, and I also just feel like he's very powerful in the right hand. He has very good add-ons. I am going to put him in S. I know some people are definitely going to disagree with me about that, but I believe he gets S tier. He's not going to be top of S tier, but I would say he's just very good all around. Okay, next up on the list we have Hillbilly. Hillbilly is a very good killer. Don't get me wrong. He is goated, right? But the problem with Hillbilly is that he doesn't really... He's all map dependent, basically. Whenever you get the Ron Cornfield map or whatever, like an open map, he shines. But since there's so many indoor maps nowadays, I'm going to put him in A tier, because it's just like so much harder to use on indoor maps. But he's getting A tier for sure. If there was more outdoor maps and open maps, he would be S. But anyways, next up on the list, Nurse. No shocker, Nurse is S tier. She is just so powerful with her blinks and all that. And I main Nurse, and I like main her, right? So I would know everything about her here. She is very good in the right hands. A lot of newer people don't like her because she's like hard to play, and you think she's easier since she's free. Plus she is free, so she is definitely going here, and she can just break the rules of DBD. Next up we have the Legion. Oh, no, listen, Legion isn't a very good killer without like experience, but I would say he's okay. I'm giving him an A tier. Okay, I'm giving him A tier. He's going to be definitely low A tier, but I feel like his ability can be very good if you're running good perks like Nurse's Calling or something. Also, his add-ons are good, so I would say he's right here for sure. I would put him in A tier. Okay, next up on the list we have the Skipper, because I kind of forget what her name is. Next up on the list we have Ghostface. Now listen, Ghostface, I don't know why people say Ghostface is a neutral killer. His ability is horrible. Okay, his ability sucks, and you only get one down. It's just bad in general. I personally believe this, and I know a lot of people are gonna get mad at me for this, right? But he is not the best. He's not good, not at all. In fact, I would say, in my opinion, that he is the worst killer in Dead by Daylight. And that's my opinion, of course. But yeah, like, he's just not good at all. He is definitely, I would give him last if I could, which I probably will, but next up on the list we have Myers. Myers wasn't that good in the beginning, being the first killer in Dead by Daylight, but he got better with his rework. The reason he's not down here with Ghostface is because once you stalk someone with his ability, everyone in the match has exposed. So everyone is one tap for that time, which is just so much better. And he has a lunge, and he has good add-ons. He is a far better improvement from Ghostface, and that's why I am giving him A tier. Next up on the list, we're going with the Hag. Now, Hag basically can place these traps, which can have you teleport, and I believe she is pretty good. Now, she has lost a lot of that, like, razzle dazzle, I would say. She's lost a lot of it because, number one, you can't have, like, the survivors can wipe away her traps. So that was a huge debuff for her. And I would say now she is a low B tier. Okay, next up we have the Doctor. Now, the Doctor has this Madness feature, which is pretty cool. Basically, he can shock you, which is his ability, and it makes skill checks harder and healing, and it's just pretty interesting. I mean, he's a pretty good killer for I didn't mean to place him there. He's a pretty good killer for anti-loop, but I would say, unless you're running a Doctor, unless you're running a Doctor build with, like, Merciless Storm and just Gen's, like, stopping perks, then he's B tier. I would say he's better than Hag, though. Next up, we have the Huntress. The Huntress is a very fun and good killer. She has interesting add-ons. Her perks are absolutely trash, though. I would say she is good. But, like I said, her perks are horrible, and she's good. I'm giving her... Okay, wait a minute. I might actually have to do a bit of, switching here, because Legion last. I'm not gonna lie, Huntress over Billy for me. Because Huntress, if you're good, you can hit crazy cross maps, and, you know, she has 7 hatchets without any add-ons. Plus she has that one add-on that makes it to where she only has 1 hatchet, which one-shots. So, yeah. Okay, next up on the list is going to be right here, and it is going to be Bubba, aka the Cannibal, aka Leatherface. He has very great potential, right? Bro has very great potential. However, he is one of the harder killers to master, especially same thing with Billy. He just has indoor maps as his problem. He is a B tier. He's definitely better than all of them, but he is a B tier because his ability, once you get master mind gaming, he is absolutely great with his Ensa Down chainsaw. Next up, we have Freddy Krueger. Freddy is an overall bad killer. I think he has a pretty cool ability with his rework, which makes it a whole lot better than his original Dream World. But in general, he has some, I would say, he has Blood Warden, which is okay, then Fire Up and stuff, but Blood Warden's is really only good perk. I would say he is a C tier with his new rework. So yeah. Plus his pallets and snares just aren't that good. The pallets can throw some survivors off, but it's not always that good. You know what I mean? I'll just do this randomly. Next up, we have Sadako. Sadako is an overall horrible killer. However, she does have the teleporting with the TVs, and she can manifest. So I would say she's better than Ghostface. But other than that, she is the second worst killer in the game, and she sucks. Right? Next up, we have the Plague. I just now remembered her name. But the Plague, basically, she has vomit, and basically, they can't heal, and then they have to go to these fountains. It's pretty cool gameplay. But overall, I've never... Now, she's probably good in a lot of situations, but I've just never been good with her, and I've never really seen many good players with her. So... she's better than them, I know for sure, though. So that's where I would put that for the Plague. Next up, we have Pig. Pig is an overly hated person. People say her ability is trash, but overall, she is good. Pig is a very good killer. It's just people crouch way too much. When Pig, you never really want to crouch when you're moving around the map. You only want to crouch around loops for her thing, which is great. Plus, she has the traps, which are really fun. Plus, she has a really good add-on to where it's random and some spawn with traps already. And brother, it is just so good. She definitely deserves A tier. And honestly, the Legion goes down here. But I'm gonna put the Legion right there. Okay, next up we have the Clown. Now listen, the Clown has very good bottles, I would say. His bottles are really good for anti-loop. He basically has the yellow bottles, which give you haste, and he has the purple bottles, which give you, which you throw at survivors, which gives them, just makes them slower, basically. Clown is a good killer, but he doesn't have all that good stuff. I haven't won many matches with Clown. The only reason I really play Clown is just because of his, animation for his knife after he hits him. And it just looks so cool. But honestly, Clown, he's a good C tier. He's a good C tier. Okay, next up, we have the Spirit. Spirit is a very good killer. I believe Spirit is definitely top 5 killers. So she is going in S, definitely, but she is just so, boring. She is such a good killer, but she is probably the most boring killer in the game for me. It's just, and you have to have your headphones pretty loud, and because she just relies on her hearing when she goes into her ability. But she's overall a good killer, but she's just insanely boring. Next up, we have Oni. Oni is a very powerful killer. I would say so, at least, because, well, hold on, I just had an idea. Yeah, she's going down here. I just remembered a few things I had, but anyways, for Oni, he is getting A tier above him because he has a very good ability, and when he gets all that blood and whatever, and he gets enraged or whatever, he just goes crazy, and you can slaughter the whole lobby in seconds. Which is why I believe he can just get across the map in seconds. I believe he is a very good killer. Next up on the list, we have Deathslinger. Deathslinger is a pretty bad killer, okay? This is my opinion here. Deathslinger isn't that good. I would rate him better above all of them, but he's a C tier for me, just because I just don't think he's that good. Right? Next up is Pyramid Head. Pyramid Head is a very good killer, in my opinion. Like, I believe he is A plus tier, but we just have an A tier here, so yeah, there's the A tier. He's the top of A tier because he has one of the hardest abilities in the game, right? Like, because technically with his power, he just has a really hard ability. It's all prediction for the hits most of the time. But if you're good at prediction, he can be one of the strongest killers. I'm saying one of the strongest killers, maybe even the strongest. But I've just never seen that power because he is just so difficult. But he is great. Next up, we have Blight. Okay. Interesting little thing here. Blight is better than Nurse. Why do I say Blight is better than Nurse? Well, number one, these two were going at it for a while, but Nurse was always in the lead. Well, the Blight, I just won, because the Nurse now has whenever she blinks with her lunge, it's 50% reduced. So basically, her lunge is non-existent, and it's basically it just really made her worse. It really made her a worse killer, and I believe Blight is better now. Next up on the list, we have the Twins. The Twins are massive. I give them I'll put her right here, and I'm gonna move Pig down. Because generally, she's pretty decent. Right? Like, I just believe that she is pretty dang decent. Because she's very powerful. But I hate playing as and against her. So yeah. Next up, Trickster. Instant. Now I'm putting Trickster all the way down here, because he is the most annoying killer to go against. He's not fun to play as, in my opinion, but he is the most annoying killer to play against ever. He is just so annoying. And they just tunnel ever. Next up we have Nemesis. Nemesis is a C tier, if I've ever seen it. He's definitely better than Freddy. But Bro sucks. Like, Bro is trash, though. He's just a pallet shredder. In 2v8, he's a pallet shredder. He's just not good, though. So, yeah. Next up, we have Pinhead. Honestly, since he was removed, I've only got to play him, like, 3 times at one of my buddies' houses. What I have played, though, and if you've ever gone against a good Pinhead, he's number 1. If you are crack good at him, and you know box logic, and you get the box, then you're going to win every match. Because of the, like, rain or whatever, because they can't do anything. Right there, right? Plus, Pinhead also has his, like, chain ability. If you get good at that, which is, it's extremely hard to, but he is just, you can't do anything in loop. You can't loop him. Then his chain hunt activates once he gets the box, which if he has box knowledge, then he will get the box, and the match will be the most quick thing of all time. So he is number 1 for me. Next up, we have this woman with the crows. Generally, what I've played of her, she's the B tier. Never really liked her. I just never really liked her, that's all. I can't really say much. Next up, Dredge. Dredge is pretty bad. I would say he's top here, but Dredge's ability with lockers is just pretty bad. He's not that good. Okay, he's not good. Next up, Demogorgon. Demogorgon gets an easy peasy spot in the A tier. Because he has a very good, like, he has a lot of stuff he can do with his kit, and he's pretty great from what I've played as him. So, yeah. Next up on the list, all of these people are just these are just reskins, so we're not worried about them exactly. But these three right here, Wesker, Albert Wesker, he is going above Myers, because I believe that I've always sucked as him, but my friend who's played him, he is great at him, and the crazy stuff you can do around loops with Wesker, and you're good, is just cracked and goated, and his voice lines are peak. Resident Evil's 1 is peak, all that. His personality, his voice lines, it's just great. But I still have, I forgot to mention as well, Pinlid's voice lines are great. Next up, we have The Knight. The Knight is pretty dang cool. Okay, he is a hot mess to play against. I hate playing against Knight. But off of strength, he's a good, solid B tier. Because Bro's anti-loop is crazy. But yeah, I just hate playing against him. But when you're playing as him, he's pretty good. Next up, we have Skull Merchant. I am not actually a Skull Merchant hater, but I will put her at the top of D tier because her power is good in the right hands, in my opinion. So, yeah. And that wraps up our list.